Project Storm is broken. She is broke. So, last couple weeks, we noticed that Project Storm was making some whining / roaring noise. So, kind of noticed this a couple weeks ago. We were doing some data logs. She's just kind of whining. We was afraid it was a transmission. Thought maybe it could be the rear end. You know, don't see too many rear ends on these things really have problems with that as far as I know. But she was whining. So anyway, long story short, we put the truck up, pulled the drive shaft, put it in 4 high, drove it on the lift, and the noise did not continue to happen. So that kind of told us transmission wasn't bad. Told us it was either in the drive shaft or the rear end. So here's where we are. Today's a teardown. We went ahead and we bought a Detroit TrueTrack, of course, same unit that we're running in Frostbite. So we got a TrueTrack unit, and we were hoping the carrier bearings was what is making the noise, and we got an install kit. So, anywho, tore the old fat girl down, and carrier bearings. This is the old MOPAR LSD right here. The carrier bearings were all good, as you can see. Looks good, looks good. Once we pulled out the chunk out of the rear end, rotate the pinion, and it was just gritty feeling. It felt like garbage. So that told us one of the bearings or both on the pinion had failed, which is just crazy. I just haven't heard of a lot of people having that issue on the 4th gen Rams, but what do I know? So anyway, here's our pinion. And this bearing, which would be the inner bearing towards the inside of the carrier, looks good, feels good, nothing wrong with it. However, what you'd call, I guess, the PTO bearing closest to the drive shaft, it is absolutely hammered ass. Look at all the pits in the bearing rollers. It is hammered, man. Definitely caught this thing in time before it grenaded and caused a whole entire rear end failure. But it is just, look at this. Garbage. Absolutely crazy. The fluid in this thing's been changed, you know, on time. It had AMSOIL in it at the time of this. So, I don't know. I don't call, you know, looking at this bearing, you guys tell me what you think, if we got any rear end guys here. But to me, it just looks like the bearing is just coming apart, just falling apart. All the other ones look good. So I really don't want to blame any type of oil for this issue. It's just funny how, you know, we put the AMSOIL in it, I don't know. What do you think, Ryan? 6 months ago? Something like that?
Sounds about right.
Yeah, 6 months ago, and it had some highway trips going up to the racetracks and stuff, and then all of a sudden we got a whining rear end. But it's the only bearing that's failing, and to me it just looks like crap bearing that's just coming apart. I don't really want to blame the oil per se. So I don't know, but that's where we're at. Project Storm wanted to be a PETA and go down on us, but we caught you. We caught you before you cost us a bunch of money. All right, there, get you some. Mike Hauser, what's up, buddy? Bad metal? I think so, man. I don't see nothing else wrong with the rear end. I just think we got unlucky and she broke. That's really all I can think, man. There we go. Live chat. What's up, Eric? Yeah. Pretty much. So yeah, we're upgrading it. We're gonna have Mike says Stellantis metal. Homie, you are probably right. You are probably right. But we're kind of messing with everything. We're trying to get the big Project Storm, we're trying to get it fixed today. Good news is we feel like we're confident we'll be able to fix this thing and have it running here in no time. We got Project Storm. We got Frostbite in the trailer. We brought it down. We're going to work on it some. What's up, Sean from Texas? What's up, buddy? So, what we're going to do with Frostbite today, my fellow MOPAR fan. we're gonna try to make it a little lighter. You know, we're trying to get that 9. So today, when we get Project Storm fixed, we are gonna try to go on a little bit of a diet. As you guys know, we got thing pretty much all full weight on this truck with interior and all that jazz. So today we're going to put it up on a rack. We are going to pull the full exhaust system off. As you guys know, I got full Carnage exhaust from the long tubes all the way back, 3-inch pipe, X pipe, 2 mufflers, all the way to the bed. It's heavy, mucho heavy exhaust. It's actually the same exact setup that we have on Project Storm, except for Storm has Cadillac converters and I do not. So I figure with the exhaust system, we'll be almost 100 pounds. We're going to pull it down. I'm not getting rid of it. I'm going to pull it down, and we're going to pull the passenger seat, and we are going to hit the track the next time we can get out. And I'm hoping with a little bit of weight drop, maybe a little over 100 pounds, we can get that 9. So that is... That's what we're going to do today for Frostbite. I still have the ported Hellcat throttle body that we got to put on it still. But I'm waiting on the wiring adapter because I have an 11 truck. It's got the older plug and nobody has one. So it's been on back order from Summit for like the last 2 weeks now. So yeah, so our plan is trying to make it a little bit lighter and try to get that 9 before the heat gets here because it's coming in quick. I don't have much time left, that's for sure. But just want to kind of go live a little bit today, show you guys what we're messing with. I'm going to try to video this a little bit and kind of help you guys out for if you're wanting to do, you know, a true track swap or whatever. They're really easy, man. We've already done one on Frostbite. And this is my homemade gizmo I made out of some black iron pipe. Get you some, welded a bolt to it, so I got a hex. And then we found, get this joker out of here, in the pipe section. That's a big, I can't remember the size, I'll have to try to remember. But big hex flange I welded to this pipe to make this tool, which this tool adjusts the what do you call them, the spanner nuts or tension gizmo doodadders right here. You see where it fits in that hex. Basically that tool just kind of rotates those so you can tighten or loosen the rear end carrier to move it in or out to get your backlash play, all that jazz set up. You can buy that tool online for pretty cheap. I forgot to buy one, so we literally built one pretty quick to do my truck a while back, and it works great. So yeah, I mean, I think I built it for like 20 bucks. I think them things are like $100 online. Nothing fancy here. This is a little Harbor Freight backlash dial indicator doodad, which we checked the backlash before we tore it down, and it was right there in the middle of the 2 black tangs. It was about an 8.5, somewhere right there. And I want to say 6 to 8 somewhere roughly, I think is like your, you know, your normal range you're shooting for. I usually just try to see where we're at and try to get as close as I can to go back together. So yeah, other than that, we're gonna clean this thing up, get the new install kit, the bearings, change them out, and then we got to pull the gear. We got to pull the ring gear off of this old MOPAR LSD. We're going to have to install it on the new True Track unit over there. And after that, it's just a matter of adjusting everything to get your backlash set up. Now, we're not changing gears, so we're not going to have to worry about, you know, a whole bunch of shims and junk going along with this. We're keeping the same ratio. We don't want to change that. This is a 4x4 truck, and we don't want to mess with the front right now. So pretty much that's what we're doing, guys. So yeah, let me try to catch up here with some chats, see what's going on. Yeah, sweet tool, weight reduction. No, this is not a rent-a-lift place. Let's just say we got an amazing hookup for this. That's all I can really go. I don't want to go into too much detail and get us in trouble, but yeah, we got an amazing hookup here. Man, I looked at, you know what? I didn't look at MMX. I looked at HHP, and I think they said they were out for that plug. So yeah, I don't know. I'm gonna hit up Summit here because I need that harness like yesterday. Yeah. So that's pretty much it, guys. We're gonna get done with this thing. Like I said, I'm gonna try to do a little bit of a video on maybe some of the important stuff to kind of show you the adjustments and whatever. You know, you don't need crazy expensive tools to do this. You know, you can do this in the driveway on the ground. You know, probably half a day, especially if you don't have a bad pinion bearing like we do right now. If you're just doing a carrier, I mean, you can have that knocked out literally a couple hours, something like that. So that's it. Don't forget, give video a thumbs up, comment down below what you think. Crappy metal, crappy bearing, Stellantis bearing, AMSOIL. I really don't think so, but yeah. And stay tuned. I'll try to put something together for this, for the more, you know, technical crap on here. And hopefully the next time you see Frostbite, we have a 9-second pass slip in our hand, guys. So fingers crossed. Stay safe out there. We'll see you guys on the next one.